Hey everybody, it's Craig with Smartphone Envy, and today I've got with me the HTC EVO Shift 4G, just released by Sprint. Sent you back $149.99 with a new 2-year agreement, $399.99 without agreement. Make sure you stop by smartphoneenvy.com, check out some photos and video taken by the EVO Shift 4G as well as my written review. Alright, let's kick this off. The EVO Shift 4G is dual band CDMA. EVDO Rev-A 3G also offers WiMAX 4G connectivity, weighs in at 130 grams. Give you a little size comparison. Droid Incredible also weighs in at 130 grams. You can see they're about the same size. Big difference is going to be in thickness because the Shift 4G is going to offer a full slide-out QWERTY, which obviously the Droid Incredible does not. All right, as far as build quality on the Shift 4G, got a nice chrome bezel that runs around the entire display, some nice chrome accents around each of the 4 touch sensitive keys. Nice chrome accent, little grill work over the earpiece. The piece around the bezel is brushed aluminum in a very nice dark bluish color. Sides of the phone are high-grade plastic. The battery cover is what we've come to expect. The rubberized plastic battery cover, as you can see here. HTC logo on it, Sprint logo down at the bottom along with 4G. Battery itself is a 1500 milliamp battery rated at 6 hours of talk time. Underneath the battery cover is the micro SD card slot, so obviously you need to remove the battery, replace or exchange micro SD cards. So let me get this to pop in correctly. It's kind of tricky. It sort of wants to top in first usually. There we go. Pop, snap. There we go. Perfect. All right. Talk about the camera. You've got a 5 megapixel camera with autofocus, LED flash, geotagging, as well as face detection. Video capture is 720p. Just to the right of that is the phone speaker. Up on top is 3.5 millimeter headphone jack along with the power and lock key. On the left-hand side is the volume rocker, micro USB port, and on the bottom is the phone's microphone. All right, the display itself, you've got a 3.6-inch TFT capacitive touch display showing 480 by 800 pixels. Offers multi-touch accelerometer sensor as well as a proximity sensor. And just below the display you have 4 touch sensitive keys, home key, main menu key, back key, as well as search key. And a little push up to the right and we'll open up our full slide out QWERTY. See, it's 4 rows. Lower left hand corner you've got your function key, which gives you access to numbers as well as symbols. Next to that is your menu key. Next to that is the search key, and to the far right hand corner you've got your 4-way trackpad along with an enter key just above that to enact wherever you happen to navigate with your trackpad, as I'll show you here. Gets us right to scenes. Alright, so we're back. Keys are feel like a hard plastic. They have nice feedback. I actually like this keyboard quite a bit. I'm not a big keyboard fan. I prefer on-screen keyboards, but this one works very well. You've also got a nice little light here in the upper left-hand corner. I think that shows up on the video when you push down on the shift key or the function key. Let's go into search. Simply tapping on any one of the keys will open up the search function. We'll put in my last name. We'll go down here to the bottom. You see I pop up here under the address book, but what I wanted to show you are the different areas of the phone you can search, and it's pretty much the entire phone, including Kindle. Messaging, music, people, settings, voice search, voicemail. I mean, you name it. It's pretty much all set up in the search, which is pretty slick. As far as the mechanism itself, take a look at the back real quick for you. Sliders here. It's a nice rubberized piece on the back with the Google logo. It doesn't lock in place, which I'm not crazy about. I like it when it locks because it's pretty easy to open when you don't mean to open it. In fact, it's constantly trying to slide open. So that would be the one issue what I would have as far as build quality on the Shift 4G. As far as memory, it's got 512 megabytes of RAM, 2 gigabytes of ROM. You can expand internal storage an additional 32 gigabytes with the use of a micro SD card. Offers Wi-Fi 802.11b GNN, Bluetooth version 2.1 with support for A2DP. It's got GPS with support for AGPS. It can be used as a Wi-Fi hotspot. It runs on Qualcomm's new MSM 7630 800 megahertz processor, and it offers Android 2.2 Froyo as an operating system with HTC Sense UI. And what that means is you're going to get 7 different panels that you can customize either with HTC widgets, Android widgets, or Sprint widgets, along with application shortcuts, bookmarks, folders, or contact information. and give you a list of some of the widgets that are available that you can add. And here's your entire list. As you can see, there's quite a few that you can add to it. And to add or replace a widget is very simple. Simply holding down on it, you'll feel some haptic feedback, and when you do, just slide it down to the bottom where it says remove. It's gone. To add one, simply hold down, feel the haptic feedback, go to widgets. I think that was calendar. We'll put that calendar back in, and you're going to see we have multiple choices for calendar. We've got a month view, agenda view, or a day view, and we'll go back and put in our month view. And there we go. So that's how we handle widgets. Got a notification bar up here at the top. You notice I've got some emails I haven't taken a look at. I can tap on that, go directly to it, hit clear, and clear the notification altogether, or simply close it. And when I close it, if I haven't taken a look at it, it will continue to notify me up in the upper left-hand corner. Also, I see I'm hooked up to Wi-Fi. I've got the phone set on silent, GPS, battery status. Lower left-hand corner is my main menu key. You can see just how smooth this phone really is. You've got your typical applications you'd expect to see from Sprint. And where are we? We've got Sprint TV, Sprint Hotspot, Sprint Football, Sprint Zone, along with most of the applications you would expect to see from any Google smartphone. Is there anything else here I wanted to show you? Yeah, the one other thing is it does offer scenes, as you can see here. It doesn't offer skins, only scenes. All right, now that I've probably got you really confused, we'll move on to taking a look at some applications. Why don't we fire up YouTube? Again, I've got this running off my home Wi-Fi. I've got the YouTube videos to default to HQ, and let's get them right side up. Let's take a look at a little Shane Dawson.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to a brand new episode of Shane and Friends. And I know what you're thinking. Wow, Shane, does your hair just look like a freshly circumcised penis when you wake up in the morning, or do you have to do that? What can I say? I'm blessed. So before we get into all the craziness, quick announcement. There are still a shitload of good tickets left for the live show / meet and greet / whatever.
Alright, let's look at Shane Dawson. Let's take a look at one more. As you can see, the phone runs very smooth, no problem loading videos whatsoever in HQ.
What's up, guys? You know, I'm so excited to be back in town in front of my Watchman wall. Almost excited enough to do a belly dance. Oh, keep watching. She ain't done.
I guess people actually do that. Anyway, as I said, I'm running it off my office Wi-Fi, and I've got it default to HQ, and you can see just how quickly this loads and how smoothly it runs videos on the EVO Shift 4G. All right, what do you say we head over and do some navigating as well? All right, what do you say we do something completely different for our navigation test with the Shift 4G? Navigate to Starbucks. That was a joke. All right, GPS is looking for the signal. Get the directions.
Circle to Waddingstone Court.
All right, and then we've got our voice guided turn-by-turn navigation, and this seems to be much of an issue for the Shift 4G to grab that. Something that's nice, obviously you can double tap to zoom in, and obviously we're using the satellite view as well. And very smooth in moving around. One thing that's nice, under layers now, you had traffic view before in satellite. Now we've got parking, gas stations, ATMs, restaurants, and coffee. Let's take a look at restaurants. Let me put this in landscape and zoom in a little bit so you can see a little better as well. As we scroll around the map, you'll see these little knives and forks pop up. You can tap on it. There we go. I'll tell you the name of the restaurant. Tap on it again, and it'll give you, show it on map. You can get driving directions, you can make a phone call, or we can get street view. And there's a street view. There we go, it's focused in. So I thought that was pretty slick. And let's zoom out a little bit and just show you how well this redraws and how smooth it is. So again, I would have to say the EVO Shift 4G passed the navigation test with flying colors. So we take a look at text input on the Shift 4G, and obviously we're going to talk about the keypad. But before we get to that, let's do on screen. But before we get to that, let's go into settings. And let's go into language and keyboard. touch input. And let's see if we can't keep this. There we go. When you get the phone, it doesn't default to word prediction or spell correction as far as the slide out keyboard, which is something I like. So you'll need to go into settings under keyboard to set that up, but allows you to set a prediction and spell correction for all of the different text input methods available on the phone. Let's go into messaging, and as you can see, I was working away on this, and this is our keyboard in portrait, and I'm going to do this one-handed. And of course I can't even get that right. Call John, there's John, call John on Tuesday. Got that pretty well. Alright, so there's portrait keyboard. Let's also try call John on Tuesday. And again, I got that 100%. Let's take a look at it in landscape, and you'll notice our navigation is still running in the background, doesn't seem to be hindering what we're doing here at all. So here's our landscape QWERTY. Which you can see works very well. And then last but not least, let's open up and try the full slide out. And you can see it got the spell correction on capitalized John as well as on Tuesday. Zoom a little bit more for you so you can see it. And then the other thing is attachments that are available. One thing I like on pictures, it gives you a direct link to the camera as well as a camcorder, along with the gallery and videos. Also then the usual music, contacts, calendar events, and presentation materials. So messaging, it's quite robust, works very well. And again, you've got three different methods of text input, either via the on-screen keyboard in portrait or landscape, as well as speech to text, as well as a full slide out QWERTY. It does not offer swipe, just so you know.